Hey there peeps and peepettes, this is One True Griff. I'm bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 game. I'm using an ACR 6.8 suppressed. My secondary is an M9P suppressed. And both of these guns absolutely rape. I'm using an assault kill streak of attack helicopter, Overwatch and Pavlo. I thought a nice trio of helicopters would help me dominate this game, and it turned out that I did. If you look back to the Modern Warfare 2 days of, what constitutes a good gameplay and, the high scores for that, I got a couple of games in that sort of category, but I don't think so far we really know what could be classed as YouTube worthy. I think at the minute it all comes down to interesting setups. Getting things like the Moab is quite an obvious one. If you manage to get one of them, then that pretty much automatically constitutes as a gameplay. But for the most part, I think it's just about enjoyment levels rather than, if you get a really impressive game, like let's say on a team deathmatch, you break 30 kills. I think with the current setup, I think breaking 30 kills is quite good. Obviously, if you end up getting 12 deaths, then it can be seen as less good. But because of how much more there is in terms of the support kill streaks like UAVs, counter UAVs and stuff, I think overall the scores that we're going to see on YouTube are going to be much, much smaller, much, much lower. But hey, what do I know? It could still end up being 40, 50 kill games of team deathmatch, or plus 100 and 103 and 2 on domination or something like that. I don't know. But this is the gameplay that I got, and this is the gameplay that you're actually watching and listening to me ramble on about. So we'll start off with some apologies as to why this is the first actual commentary to go up on the channel. Gaz doesn't feel he's got a decent gameplay yet, so he's completely ignoring that until he gets one, which could be a while now because he's actually started playing Skyrim. I have as well, but these games I got before Skyrim came out, and I've gotten a little bit bored of it because I've played it for 2 days straight. So I'm having a little bit of break from that. I'm recording this commentary and I'm planning on going on and playing a little bit later tonight. From my point of view, why nothing's gone up from me, I've had a couple of good gameplays, but when we moved everything back upstairs after the 48-hour downstairs thing with me and Gaz together, full Xboxes and PC setup, we moved everything back upstairs and basically something went wrong with my PC. I've no idea what, but my capture card stopped working and Sony Vegas stopped working. And even if I reinstalled both softwares and firmwares and whatever, it just did not work. So I couldn't render anything and I couldn't capture anything new. So it took me 7 hours to fix the capture card, and I only actually got round to fixing Sony Vegas today. So I'm re-recording this commentary now because it's now more relevant than it was a couple of days ago. I've got different feelings on what I'd said before. So hopefully, I'm going to try and put this up tonight, and now that everything's back to normal in terms of this, I'll try and get some more stuff up. But like I said, I'm playing Skyrim as well, and at the minute I'm finding it more fun. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of water because I've got very, very, very dry mouth at the minute, and obviously talking's not helping the situation. How do I feel overall about this game at the minute? I have 2 issues currently with the game. Number 1, the maps aren't great, but I think the main problem with them is the spawn locations. I think they do need tweaking. They're not very balanced, especially in the domination game types. And there's a lot of spawning right in front of people who are already kind of like camping and looking for you. And there's a lot of choke points that lead to camping. And unfortunately, because of how fast it is to kill people in Call of Duty compared to a Halo, you have to have choke point situations, and the spawn points have to be away from said choke points to give people a chance to move off the spawn. Whereas in Halo, because it's, you know, you have to take a minimum of 5 shots to kill someone, people can kind of fight their way out of a spawn trap, which they can't do in Call of Duty. But I still think they need, you know, some tweaking. It just doesn't feel balanced to me. But my main issue has been the lag compensation thing that they brought in Black Ops. And although apparently they did patch it in Black Ops, obviously they haven't done it in this yet. But if you have host, they completely screw you over. The chances of you getting a decent game on host is very, very low. My best games have definitely come when I've not been host. And I think I like the idea of it being a level playing field. I really do. But, and allowing for the lag compensation. But, you know, they've once again, they've taken it too far, and they've got to bring it back to a more reasonable level than it currently is, and then I'll be reasonably happy. I still think it takes a little bit too many bullets to kill people, but I'm wondering whether that actually is a lot of lag. This guy gets completely embarrassed now because I flashed myself as well as him flashing me, and he still doesn't even get a fucking hit marker on me. That's that beautiful M9P for you. Watch how quickly this guy dies. It's just brilliant. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant gun. So there's been a lot of raging from me over the whole lag thing. I don't understand. Well, at the time I don't understand how someone can kill me so quickly, but it gives me like 5 hit markers and the person doesn't die. There's been a lot of raging from my point of view, which hopefully as they patch it, which I'm hoping they will patch it, they take a leaf out of Treyarch's book and start patching these things, depending on what we want. If they do, I'll be a lot happier with this game in the long run. Guns feel brilliant and meaty. They feel like you really, might be firing a gun in real life. But that's, what, that's all my feelings on it. That's the video done. I'm not going to overrun on this one, so I'm OneTrueGriff, and I will see you all later.